Hey, excuse me, what's happening? What's happening? What's going on? Hump Day Wednesday, people. Hump Day Wednesday. We almost to the closing of the year 2022. First in the building. Shout out to my bro, John Sanders, 86. TWT from Kentucky in the building. What's happening? What's happening? What is happening? See, I gotta give her the radio intro. What's happening? What's happening? Got my girl, the Solomon Quee in the building. Quee, it was dope to just see you pull a random like you did last night. I really enjoyed that. That was hot. That was hot. We need more of that, Quee. We need more of that. In the building, we got Mr. Old school, never been a fool. My man Will, old school in the building. What's happening, y'all? What's going on? Y'all make a brother happy when y'all come through in the morning. Well, I dug up something to talk about. I hope y'all like this. But anyway, before I warm up, I'm gonna talk to you people. Hopefully, y'all had a nice night. Hey, Josh, Wilm, if y'all did not check out if y'all didn't catch Quee live last night, man, that was lit, man. Queen, we need more. We need more. We know you coming, boss. Lady, we know you coming. Man, that was dope. Um, you see, I was paying attention so much because I could normally go there too. Man, I just enjoyed listening, Queen. I couldn't even put none of my comments in there because y'all know I'm a wild buck, dude. I just had to be my ears and my mind had to be a spectator last night. And that's all I did was sit there and it got me, I was ready to go to work anyway, but it really upped my mood. So, to have a good live like that while you get ready for work, that was dope. And just to pop and see you, that was really dope. So I need to see a little more sneak attacks from my girl Quee in 2023. Keep doing what you're doing, man. And she was off the hook, Jack. Oh man, she was off the hook. I saved it. So if anything I want to go back and look at, to relive a moment, that's a hot joint, man. I suggest everybody, if they did watch it, that they save that. You know what I'm saying? I have a playlist with a lot of y'all stuff. But that joint was dope. It was dope. Anyways, I'm gonna start cooking up in this motherfucker. And then I have to repeat. I will repeat. But look, the thing is, boxing needs to get better with the scoring system. Now, are they planning on getting better with the scoring system? All right, before I get into that, Will, old school asked the question. The question is, did Tank get in more trouble? Just saw a video about Tank saying that he was defending himself. Yes, Will, old school, it's a little situation, little domestic problem, domestic situation that Tank is supposed to, what he's in. I didn't dig deep into the story like that. I don't really like digging into stuff like that. Kaboom! Guess who stepped in the room? My bro D Freezy representing DC. What's up, bro? Always a pleasure. Matter of fact, what the fuck am I doing? Cause I'ma stop playing with y'all. Hold on with your bad self. Hold on. Yeah, D Freezing, D building people. Yeah, so getting back to that, it's a situation that Tank got into. I don't know if it was with a female or a male or anything like that, but he had got into some trouble. Of course, they're going to make it seem like it's detrimental to his boxing career, bro. I don't really know right now, but most likely um, they're going to hit Tank up with something, man. There's the motherfucking link. If anybody want to come up here and rock with your boy, all right, there it is. Y'all know this is once you come up on my live, it's no longer my show, it becomes your show. So remember, when you push that invite, make sure when you come up on here, it is now your show, and I'm the co-host. So that's there for the fam. But yeah, I didn't really look into it like that, man. But most likely he gonna be all right. Hopefully it's a learning experience. We know with some of these fighters, man, Some of them are really, really fighters like that. You know, they just not in the ring boxers. Like that's what they are. And Tank just happened to be one of those type of fighters, and fighters like him and others with the same mindset. Hopefully, they try to control that part of them as much as possible, so they won't be getting into trouble. Yeah, yeah, Quee. That's why I'm not getting into it. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna come down on it. But what I can say, Will, old school, whatever the situation may be, Tank may be all right. You know what I mean? But no one's had spoken about Shakur Stevenson. You know, his name been tied up because he's supposed to have got to go to court for the situation that happened to take off. Now I'm going to follow that to see what happened. But these fighters need to be way more careful, especially going to 2023, to try not to get themselves into any trouble. You know, see, it's a curse when you make it, and when you making it, it's a curse more so than a gift, depending on the mindset of the person. Because we've seen a lot of these entertainers, um, as they make money, they become worse. Some of them turn into thugs. They probably never was thugs before, and so forth. You know, some of them act. Some of them turn into womanizers because they ain't never had a female to womanize before, so now they got some money and things like that. So, you know, sometimes a lot of people with money become assholes. You know, but money do bring out the truth in a person. Sometimes a part of a person that always been hidden. You know what I mean? So with these fighters, they minds work backwards. You getting this paper, you don't have to go around and you know and show to the world that you a beast. You are in a combat sport, so you don't need to act like that. Nor, you know, most people ain't gonna try y'all anyway, unless y'all the type that's out there running y'all miles and disrespecting the fans and stuff like that. Then you might get an asshole who might, you know, have the right to challenge you, you know, to see if you like that outside your business. You know, but hopefully these guys, that's any fight. Hopefully they tighten up on that. But getting to what I was about to talk about, today's coffee and donut. And the thing is, boxing needs to get better with the scoring system. A lot of fighters have got the wrong end of the decisions, and a lot of times um, it hurt a lot of these fighters. Also upset us as boxing fans that these guys not getting a just due or didn't get the just due when it came to determining the final verdict on a fight. And it was it's plenty of them that had happened. You know, Michael Fox, a few other fights, but Michael Fox is probably one of the biggest ones that I've seen. But they need to change the scoring system. Now, I ran across an article, and what they was talking about is probably adding more judges to score the fight. Definitely they need to do. Definitely they need to change with the judging system, because you never have a judge in there that's a former boxer. You know, these judges don't have anything to do far as hand on hand with the sport of boxing. We never know any backgrounds about these judges. If we go look them up, most of them probably just come from a business background and things like that. But I doubt, I could be wrong, but I doubt as many of these judges actually come from combat sport background. And a lot of them are very, very, very um up in age people. You know what I mean? So your eyes are not the same. You know, your eyes weaken as you get older, and that's everybody. Doesn't mean that your eyes is going to weaken to a point where you have to start wearing prescription glasses. But you know, a lot of them they can't see too well and things like that. You know, and I think they need to change the way you want to get these judges, because all these judges is always connected. to someone. They affiliated with one of the sanctioning bodies and things like that. That's something else that they need to change. But what I was reading in the article that they talking about adding two more judges to score the fight. So that would be five judges. And it was saying out of the five judges, three out of the five, I'll be an LD. Much blessing to you, bro. Oh, cool, bro. So they saying that three out of the two, will have to either agree on getting it right or getting it wrong, and the other two would just be the weak perform. But I think that might be good. It sounds good, but they was talking about adding five judges. That could help a lot. But also, if they're going to change the judges and add two more judges, because it's three judges, they need to do something with the age or something, or they really going to need to have a good boxing background, knowing the sport. You understand what I'm saying, and not being affiliated with the sanctioning bodies. But I know that's kind of hard because these judges get hired by these sanctioning bodies to score these fights. So it's kind of hard to get around that. But I guess if you add two more onto the judges system, it might work, or it might even make it even worse. But I think they need to have two more judges, somebody. I mean, and let it be, former trainers or something, someone that actually did something in the sport of boxing, not just the old bunch of old people that got fucking money and this, that, and the other. They like entertainment. They've been watching entertainment since the gladiator days back in. Because that's all you have. You get a couple middle age, but they always connected. They need to have judges that are not working for any of these sanctioning bodies. That's another thing that they should do. See, none of the judges should not have anything to do with the sanctioning bodies. If the sanctioning bodies, if it's whatever, if it's the WBC fight or whatever the case may be, these judges should not be affiliated with them, because it's not like they going out and getting contractors to come in score these fights. These are in-house people. It's basically just like having an in-house fight, being a promoter and you just hosting fights with your stable in between your fighters. And this is what it is with the scoring system. Because these judges be in-house judges. Why? Because they working for these sanctioning bodies. So that's why you always want to get, and we've been getting this nonsense. MP, what the fuck? What's going on, bro? Salute to you, TWT in the building. This is why we get all this controversial verdicts and everything when it comes to these fights. And then you gotta go back and fighters and a trainer and a promoter want to sue, one of these judges in the sanctioned body because they're corrupt. So they need to change that. None of these people should not actually be affiliates within the sanctioned bodies. It'll help a whole lot. So they need to get people that are, that's knowledgeable in the sport of boxing, very knowledgeable, can be biased in any kind of way, not on the good side or the bad side. That's not gonna work. But they really need to get some people in there that knows what they looking at. And then the whole thing, when the fight is going on, we don't know if the three judges is actually watching the whole entire fight. Now, for those who've been to a fight in person, and then if you was close enough to where you can see the judges, have you ever really seen the judge? Do the judges really be sitting there paying attention to the damn fight? Quee, did you ever think about that when you watch it, when y'all be at the fights live? Do y'all ever eye in on the judges besides the fighters? Because half of these judges already had their minds up, so that's why I'm guaranteed if you put the camera on their asses long enough, you're gonna see that they ain't paying attention to the fight just as much because they already got their mind made up. They already know each round what they're gonna give the fighters. Yeah, I'm gonna give the WBO champion a 10 round. You know what I mean? Even though he should have got a 9 round, he should got the less. Even though I seen this WBO fighter get put on his ass twice in the same round, I'ma still give it to him. Yeah, see, Queen, and that's the thing. And this is what I'm talking about. Because I ran across it this morning because, I got some stuff. I want to say that until near the end of the week turn up. So I just went through a couple of things just to find something that nobody's going to talk about. You know what I mean? Because I really try to build something else. And you know what? When I'm watching the fights at home, and depending on what angle the camera is to where you can see the judges, most of the time you ain't gonna know who the fucking judges is on it. When you watch the fight on TV, you see all that. You ain't gonna know who the judges is unless you really know who they are. Half of them don't be paying attention. Shit, half of them be lit. Half of them be lit. They be too damn drunk to be paying attention. They be nodding and shit and all that. Talking about other stuff, old asses. They supposed to be paying attention to the fight. They scoring 1,000 of ladies on the ring, girls just scoring the punches that's landing on the damn fighters. They be having too much on their mind. That's why they get everything mixed up, and none of these people never had any boxing experience. And I think it's wrong and it's disrespectful to these fighters who get in these training camps and train to get in the ring and make some money and whatever else. Is a detrimental sport. They putting their life on the line every time they step into the ring, people. And that's why we don't need no judges that's not paying attention to the fight. We don't need judges who got a battery pack in their back, or they got an ATM. Their butthole is open like an ATM card slot because they slide them some extra. No, because you know what it does to the mind of these fighters? People don't even understand. These judges have messed up a lot of these fighters' heads just as much as the fight itself. Because they done went through all these rounds, 10 rounds, 12 rounds. And they giving it they all. They getting hit. They getting hit back, this, that, and the other. And they giving it they all. They taking all these licks, and then at the end of the fight, you come with some nonsense, and now this man who dedicated himself to his fight camp, to his opponent, come in here, give his all, and then you short him on the scoring. That messes them up mentally too, people, but nobody is talking about that. See, we always talking about what the damage does to these fighters' minds as far as the punishment. But these judges, the judging system, the scoring system plays just as a bigger part than the fighters actually receiving punishment. Because everything in life is mind over matter. Everything in life is mind over matter. When you focus your mind to be stronger than the matter, then you're going to come off pretty much good. But everything is mind over matter. And once you shatter the matter of one's mind, they're going to be messed up in the head. And this is what happens with these fighters when they're on the short end of the judging system. So hopefully they do something about it coming up in 2023. I don't know how soon they're going to work on it. I don't know, but it's definitely something that needs to change in 2023 for me. They really need to tighten up. They need to do something with these judges. Now, for the ones that's like the mid-age judges and all that, all right, cool. Get off on that bullshit. Go get some boxing heads to judge these damn fights, and nobody works for any of these sanctioning bodies. Ain't nobody, in the bed with Suleiman and the rest of these presidents of these sanctioning bodies. But 5 judges, adding 2 more, that could help. That could help. Quick, next time you had a fight and y'all sitting good, try to pay attention to the motherfucking judges. You know what I'm saying? Cause I didn't see watching fights on TV. Uh, some of them really don't be fucking paying attention like that. You know what I mean? The commentators be paying attention to the fight more than the damn judges. And even when I went to those fights, I used to pay attention to that. You know what I mean? To see if the judges are paying just as much attention to the fight than the fans are. And a lot of times you can tell because what do we see, people? Well, what fight was they watching? Why do we always say that about the judges? Oh, what the hell is wrong with him? What fight was he watching? Don't we always say this, people, every time that happens? Now, with all being fair, I'm just not gonna put that in the hands of they've been paying attention to the fight. You motherfuckers ain't been paying attention to the fight, because like I said moments ago, bottom being in bed and being hired by these sanctioning bodies, some of them don't have to pay attention to the fight because they already know what they're going to do. See, the ones that already got their mind up, they don't watch the whole entire fight, people. Well, they watch the fight, but they don't pay attention to the damn fight. After a while, them judges that already got their mind made up, it already been written in stone before a fight, motherfucking goddamn, before fight camp was over, that, okay, in this fight, you're going to be in favor of, just use somebody, you're going to be in favor of Keyshawn Davis. You know what I mean? But that's how it be. So they going to be looking out for Keyshawn. Keyshawn could be losing. Keyshawn could be doing a whole bunch of dirty stuff that everyone can clearly see. Then you don't see the referee doing too much about it because they all in cahoots. It's a corrupted system, people. For those who don't know, for those way in the back. So how? Even though I spoke on a couple of things of what they can do, but would it even solve the fucking problem? Would it solve the problem? Because the thing is, you can't even get around it, to be honest with you, because everyone involved in the fight, outside the fighters, are what? They are hired by these sanctioning bodies. That's why when you see the referees, sometimes you see right there on their chest, who their referee is. Either going to be WBC, WBO, whoever. You're going to see it. And some of these judges, they work for these. Why you think you see the same names a lot of times? Pay attention. If it's a WBC, if it's a WBC fighter fighting somebody, no matter if they fighting the IBF, WBA, WBO, UFO, it don't matter, right? But if you notice, you see some of the same judges. Why? Because those same judges work for the sanctioning bodies. So they need a outside contractor that's going to come in and do these fighters and do the boxing fans their justice. Give these fighters they just do by judging this fight fairly. Not letting one get away with all type of shit and you can clearly see. Because if a judge is watching the fight just as well as the referee who's in there, who got the best seat, probably can score the fight better than the judges. He's right in there, in the mix, right? Nobody has a better seat and a better look than the referees, right? But what you have, like I said, they all in cahoots. So sometimes, they already know. So you need to fix that too. So if they're gonna change the scoring system and the way it's go about how they scoring these fights and everything, then they got to do something with that too, because the referees work for sanctioning bodies. So they need to bring a outside contractor in to do something that might sound weird to y'all, but that's the only way we're gonna get some damn justice for these fighters and for us as fans for these fighters. So they really need to do something about it because we've seen too many controversial losses. Look what happened with Catterall and Josh Teller. And ain't it crazy? Josh Teller is involved with a couple controversy as wins. The Catterall situation and the Regis fight. Both. Why both of those fights with involving him, Josh Teller? Why is it always some sort of controversy with the decision when he gets it? Because these people is working for these sanctioning bodies. They all in bed with each other. So you gotta blow the whole thing up. You gotta blow it up. Why add two more judges? Are they gonna be outside judges or the two? If they turn around and have two more judges, they can't be working for any of these sanctioning bodies. They need contractors. They need the judges to be contractors. Like, I don't give a fuck about what y'all paying or whatever. I don't care who you are. I'm getting paid to judge this fight, but I don't work for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting paid to do this one job and that's it. I ain't none of that shit. So whatever y'all got going on, I'm here to get paid to call, to judge this fight, to score this fight right. Now, you don't want me to do it. You don't want me to earn my money that way, then you're going to go with somebody else. But that's what they need to do. Someone needs to figure something out about this. So we won't see any of this nonsense in 2023. Because like I said, it plays on the mental of one. And some of these fighters, some of these fights that the victory got taken away from them that they should have got, really messed their heads up. Really. So it's definitely they got to do something better with that, these judges and everything, the scoring system, right? But moving along from that, let's think about that, people. Let's go into some other stuff. Now I'm gonna give y'all a warning. This whole segment may not be about boxing, but it won't be like how Quick do it. But it's too early in the morning for that. I don't want to send nobody to work already rev the hell up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to send no ladies to work hot and bothered. Then there's water coming from places, and I don't need to send none of the bros anywhere looking like they got they got a situation. Like hey, what are you doing, brother? Like, what are you doing? It's what you got on your mind. You got a lot of problems going on. You got a PP or something, shit just for nothing. Don't I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Y'all gotta get your date started. So we'll talk about that type of stuff a little later. All right, but moving on. I want to get into something else. Y'all ready for this? I know y'all like music, right? I know y'all like music. I know y'all love music. So I had something on my mind, and someone asked me to speak about this. And some of y'all, I might lose y'all because I don't know where y'all stand at when it comes to music. I get to talking about music. I know I would lose people. So I try to stay where it's very familiar for everyone, right? So I had a phone discussion last night, and me and one of my buddies, we always talk about music whenever we get together and talk, because he's a musician by profession. So we were talking last night about albums, right? We was talking about R&B albums, and we were talking about hip hop albums. But when we was talking about these albums, right, we wasn't talking about the artist's entire catalog. We had a nice discussion on debut albums, an artist's very first album. We know that the first album is the most important album. Most likely, it's probably the strongest album for some artists for their entire career, or even for most of their career, until they come with something else that's just as good as the first one. Because the thing is to make a first impression. Right? First impressions ain't can't be sold on first impressions all the time. It can be a whole lot of lies in those first impressions, right? So we was talking about debut albums, and we were talking about 90s music. We was talking about R&B music. And He said what happened. He heard his daughters discussing. His daughter was debating about the male groups of the '90s, and one daughter was saying that Boys the Men had the best debut album. You know, we're not talking about success, we're talking about far as the quality of music. You know what I'm saying? Boys the Men, and the other daughter said that Jodeci had a better debut album. So we was just getting into all that last night. So when he was telling me, we was talking about it. So I'm like, all right, now when we talk about a debut album, right? We talk about this album being the first thing that you put out into the world, right? And it hits like a motherfucker. It hit like COVID, goddamn. Can I say that? It hits like COVID, and when you first heard a single from it, soon when you heard a hot ass single from a certain artist, a certain group, you like, damn, I wonder what this album gonna sound like, right? And then when you get this album, it be banging. You know what I mean? You like, damn, this is banging first album. So now we talk about '90s R&B. Depend on what part of the '90s. We got three parts of the '90s. You got the early, you got the mid, you got the late session. So we was going in, we was talking about the '90s. We was talking about the early '90s, between '90 and '92 to '93 to make it fair. You got '90 to '95, right? So we was talking about that. And now, of course, Philadelphia's own Boys the Men, no doubt, success-wise, their first album was the shit. They sold so many records. Know every last member of Boys the Men person. But they album, even though it had the biggest success and money, because Boys the Men was the biggest selling group out of all groups in the '90s, hands down, right? I'm gonna get to that. There you go. Okay, all right. You say DS said Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt a classic. Can listen to it front to back. I like that. I'm gonna jump into that, but I just wanted to start on an R&B joint, and then we can mix it in. So we was talking about who had the better album as far as the music, because you can't bring the record sales in. Y'all know how that shit is. So me and him sat there and we debated about Boys the Men, Old Town Philly album, and we debated about wasn't Jodeci, it was another group at the time. No, it was Jodeci's first album, Forever My Lady album, right? What's up, OTB? What's up, OTB? I need a breakdown, bro. When you coming with a breakdown, bro? I need a breakdown. I ain't seen nothing from you. I seen you on shit, OTB. But I need to see you. Matter of fact, man, you gotta do a damn live OTB. We'll hook up. OTB, he came in with it, so he came in paying attention. That's nephew. He said, otherwise, he said, Old Town Philly over the Jodeci's album, Forever My Lady. Now, let's think about the top cuts from both of those albums. You said Tank and Hector, you mean the fight is coming up next? OTB? Yeah, because we know we got that fight coming now. I know a lot of people is kind of, worry about the fight happening since the things been coming out that Tank has got arrested and things like that. So I think that's what you mean. But did you want to break that down, OTB? Because I was just getting into some other shit. This is a gumbo this morning. It's the end of the year, so we talk about everything. Breakdown. Okay, all right, cool. OTB, I'm gonna drop the link again, bro. Fam, y'all are free to come up here. I had the goat on here the other day, and I had the other goat. I had my bro logo on here, and I had Ash on here. So fam, whenever y'all want to come up, break down, do whatever. Break down. All right, cool. All right, now, OTB, that's a good fight. I see a lot of people trying to give Hector Garcia no credit. I think it was corny for Devin Haney to come out and just say that Hector Garcia is nothing but a tune-up. You know, I also thought it was corny for Devin Haney to say that you know, take whole resumes a tune-up. You need to calm the hell down just a little bit. You need to calm down. But he said, Old Time Fully over Jodeci. Boys the Men was a classic. Yeah, that's an album that's hard to beat, bro. It's crazy because, like I said, I know all those cats. Nate with the glasses is from South Philadelphia, from my area. Wanye is from Richard Allen Projects, and Sean and the Bassman might be a little further up. But yeah, that album was crazy. Now, here's the thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, okay, OTB. Which album did you actually used to listen to the Motown Philly album all the way through, or you just listen to it for the certain songs? See, that's what I want to talk about. See, because the whole thing, you just gotta listen to the whole album, because we know some of these debut albums was cool, but then was they all listened to? They might have been loaded with stuff, but I'm saying you listen to the motherfucker from start to finish. Not if it's 10 songs and you listen to 6 or 7 out of the 10. You said, no, Motown Philly. Okay, cool. Can't go wrong with even one, and that's why Jodeci and Boys the Men was the head two honchos, the groups of the 90s, regardless who was out there. Remember, we had R. Kelly, the public announcement. What's up, Popular? How you doing, bro? Thanks for coming through, man. Hope you and your fam is cool, man. You know, we had R. Kelly in the public announcement. We can't forget that because R. Kelly started out as a group. You know, he did public announcement bad, he did them bad. You know, it's just like how people, you know, start out with a group, they get all big headed, then they go solo. So we had that, right? And then on top of that, bro, but we gonna break this down. Okay, so Motown Philly 1 through 12, OTB said that thing was a banger all the way through, and I agree with him. To me, I think that was my favorite album by Boyz II Men. Honestly, now, and whenever I run into any of those guys or their family members, I tell them that first one is the shit. It does it for me. And their catalog, they have one of the best catalogs and one of the most consistent catalogs when it comes to albums and things like that. Yeah, it was an all-way playthrough. Even though Forever My Lady was an all-way playthrough, but here's the difference. All right, and then we're gonna move on to 2 others. All right, what the difference between the Forever My Lady album and the Motown Philly album was what? What was the difference? Now, Jodeci, they have more that you can get busy shit to. You understand what I'm saying? Jodeci had that, you know, that get busy joint. You know you gonna pop on some Jodeci if you got a joint coming over, and then if you're a female, and then if he was coming over to see you, you know what y'all was fucking the Jodeci first album more than y'all was fucking the goddamn Boys and Men album. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now call me a damn liar. Now you sit there, y'all motherfuckers. Yeah, let's go. We got time. We going all the way to 8 o'clock. God damn it. So y'all gonna sit here and tell me, even though Motown Philly is the better album, you know, because it had more diverse to it. It was more diverse. You know what I'm saying? Motown Philly album opened up to everyone. You know what I'm saying? To whereas Jodeci, they had that mass appeal, but they didn't have the mass appeal as much as Boyz II Men. You see what I'm saying? So when it came to you listen to Motown Philly to get your day started and to be jamming and stuff like that. Now don't get it twisted. They had a couple little ballads on there. Don't get it twisted. Please don't go away from me. That was the joint. That was the shit. That was the joint too. Now Don't get it twisted. Was that your Ah, I know y'all slammed off of that. If you a female, I know you got your cheeks clapped to that song. And then if you a fella, I know you took a chick to Pound Town on ah, what? Now, they did have that. They, like I said, Boys II Men had about 2 or 3 of those joints on the album that you can get busy to. But that Forever My Lady joint, you everything that was not a fast song, you was getting busy off of that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And for me, and I know it's going to sound crazy coming from a music mind like me. A music kid, music nut. Actually, that album was a little better in my opinion. Forever My Lady. Because I had more to screw to on it, dog. But definitely hot. Definitely hot. I don't know. I mean, that's probably one of the best debut albums of man. Ain't no probably. That's one of the best debut albums of all time. Old Town Philly. And it still sell. It is still sell. Now, yeah, Josh, yeah, I was getting that. I was getting to that. We was getting the R. Kelly in the public announcement. Yeah, because we tell you that was a group. Now, Josh 86. If it's anybody out of the male artists and out of the male groups of the 90s that had people getting in the most, man, I gotta say R. Kelly. I gotta say R. Kelly. Y'all gotta have, listen, if you had a pick between any of those groups back then and R. Kelly, most likely you're gonna put on some R. Kelly. Listen, I had a whole R. Kelly playlist. I had a whole listen, you know how y'all we used to make make music for bedroom activities. Don't be trying to act like y'all too damn grown and doing the busy bone to music is corny. And it never play out. But people was trying to say, man, I don't do no love making, man, to no goddamn music. That kid is corny. That's how most of y'all got here. By your mamas and your daddies doing something behind somebody music. I know some of y'all in this motherfucking chat right now is Osley brother babies. And I don't even know how old your parents are, but I'm guessing. I'm pretty sure some of y'all in this damn chat is Osley brother babies, Marvin Gaye babies, Earth, Wind, and Fire motherfucking babies. Shit, some of y'all might be Smokey Robinson fucking babies, because Smokey was that boy. Smokey Robinson was the first light-skinned heartthrob. You know what I'm saying? He was the first light-skinned heartthrob for the ladies. Now I mean, you throw that damn Smokey on. Ooh, baby. Some of y'all was made off of that. You know what I'm saying? Shit, some of us made off the Temptations and the Spinners. Now that sounds kind of strange. But yeah, Teddy P, all that. Now, when it comes to the 90 cats now, let me see. Josh said, R. Kelly 12 played without a doubt. I even fuck on the fast song. Even on the fast songs on that joint, bro. Even on the fast joints, I'm getting busy. To 12 play, one, we stepping my run my fun. Yeah, R. Kelly, listen, if a chick came over your house and you doing some R. Kelly and you did not get the panty dropper treatment, then something is wrong with you, bro. Something's wrong with you. Now, let me see, I'm going to go back up to Josh Sanders said Mr. Aaron Hall also. Mr. Nasty Man. Oh, speaking of Aaron Hall is the man that R. Kelly kind of got some of his swag from. The bald head, even some of the riffs that Aaron Hall used to hit, you can hear R. Kelly do some of those riffs. You know what I mean? But yeah, now we talking about the guy Aaron Hall, or we talking about the solo Aaron Hall. Now we already know the guy Aaron Hall, Piece of My Love. Getting busy. You getting busy off of that? Yeah, Let's chill. Yeah, that's chill. This was before Netflix and chill. This was music and chill. Y'all remember that? Remember before it was Netflix and chill? It was like, let's just chill. Now I mean, y'all go chill. You ain't gotta be watching no movie or nothing like that. You became the movie, if anything. Yeah, Aaron Hall was pimping, man. Aaron Hall was straight pimping. Straight pimping. Yeah, Tank can't stay out of trouble, Pop a lot. Now, with the last situation, I don't know how recent it is because I know he had something happen before, so I don't know if it's that. But it sounds like something recent. Like I said, I didn't really want to go into it, bruh, because I don't really like talking about stuff like that. And then people will be talking, oh, yeah, oh, Tank, oh, we're not gonna have a fight. We ain't gonna see Tank fight Ryan because Tank got locked up, this, that, all that other bullshit. I don't want to hear that shit. But we mixing it up. We talking boxing and music this morning. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He stole his whole swag. Very successful at it though, but stole his whole swag. Now, I also was talking about this because with my man, and we always debate about this. Who's the better singer out of Aaron Hall and R. Kelly? Now, most people off the top of their head gonna say R. Kelly, and I'm gonna tell you out your motherfucking mind. And that's no disrespect to R. Kelly. But when it comes to vocals, R. Kelly is not fucking with Aaron Hall, yo. And definitely not a prime Aaron Hall. Where you think R. Kelly got his style and his wrist from Aaron Hall? The guy Aaron Hall, when Aaron Hall ain't too crazy, what? Come on, man. Man can sing with the best of them. He can hang with the best of them. Aaron Hall is he's the style child of Uncle Charlie from the Gap Band. Cause that's who Aaron kind of remind me of, but he didn't jack Charlie Wilson. I mean, he ain't jack Uncle Charlie style like R. Kelly jacked his shit. Yes, R. Kelly is. I mean, Aaron Hall in his prime, and R. Kelly is not better than Aaron Hall vocal. I mean, cause all them shits that R. Kelly wrote for himself. Imagine Aaron Hall singing the same fucking songs. Imagine Aaron Hall singing I Believe I Can Fly. Let's talk. Imagine if Aaron Hall sung I Believe I Can Fly. Imagine that. Imagine Aaron Hall singing the actual song that R. Kelly wrote. Aaron Hall gonna actually do it a little better because the shit is based off of Aaron Hall's style. Alright, and this is no disrespect to the R. I'm telling you, A Hall was a problem. And Aaron Hall was wild too, y'all. Yeah, Aaron Hall, wild dude. Wild dude. I remember he's a New York cat. I mean, in rough areas. Aaron Hall is buck wild. I ran across Aaron Hall a couple times when I was still around in the music industry and stuff like that. Never home with him, but I ran across him a couple times. I mean, he was in here in Philly years ago when I ran into him, like back in the 90s, man. He had about, now, you know what? And what happened to that? Because I know he was doing the kennels, right? He was doing the kennels for a minute, DS, and I started hearing about it. Is he still raising kennels? Yeah, because he is a hell of a dog trainer. But Aaron Hall got that he got that problem. That's Aaron Hall's only problem with all that talent that he has, bro. And DS, you know what? A lot of people don't even know that he's a hell of a dog trainer, bro. DS be up on shit. DS be up on it. Yeah, he's a hell of a dog trainer, bro. And I know he was doing that for a minute. I know he had I think he had put out a bloodline, a couple bloodlines a couple times, but then next thing you know, he stopped talking about it. Aaron Hall is mixed. He's Black American, Puerto Rican. Them motherfuckers is the same. Hey, hold on. I gotta get this right. Good morning. to the queen, the beautiful Tay Tay Brown. See, Tay Tay, I had to say good morning to you like that because that goddamn voice, Tay Tay. Shit. Listen, nobody can have a conversation with Tay Tay unless they got a fucking sexy voice, and they ain't even gotta be talking about sex shit. But to listen to Tay Tay and to conversate with Tay Tay, you gotta have sexy ears. Then you're gonna wind up being in a sexy mood, even if y'all don't talk about sex. It's just how it is. Good morning, Tay Tay. You know, I try to get my little Barry White on for you. My ass is far from a Barry White, goddamn. You know, but I don't want to do a falsetto and he sound like a bitch ass motherfucker. Tell her, hey, Tay Tay, we ain't doing none of that shit. I'ma sound crazy trying to sound like Michael Jackson. Good morning to the beautiful Tay Tay, MMA queen. That sound crazy saying it like that. Gotta put some bass in that joint. Hey, Tay Tay, you looking like a snack, girl. What's up, Tay Tay? Well, Tay Tay, this morning we was talking about the judging system. We got off of that. We got a gumbo going on. We started talking about albums, Tay Tay. We started talking about albums in the 90s, best debut albums. We on that. So we got boxing, then we got music going on at the same time. And I'm going to start bringing y'all some more music stuff. When it's in between fights, there's really nothing to talk about. And I don't feel like going to find something to talk about. We're going to talk about something else that I do a whole lot. And when I very first started out with my very first YouTube channel years ago, because 2 of my channels has been suspended. You know what I'm saying, has been shut down, and this one ain't gonna happen. This one gonna stay up. But yeah, I used to do a whole lot of music shit. My very first channel back in 2000, you know, my first shit was about music. Yeah, DS, I had to try to get my Barry White in there, dog. You know, I try. I ain't Prince. You know, I got certain octaves and shit that I can hit. You know, sometimes you get heard in my talking and it just happens naturally. Now, I mean, but I get a little tricky. But if I get back to the topic at hand, Aaron Hall, if he was to sing any song that R. Kelly wrote, he would sound better because actually he's a better vocalist overall. He's a better vocalist. Now, when it comes to writing and shit like that, now Aaron can write, but he ain't on the level as R. Kelly with the writing and things like that. Now, I mean, but DS, Black Americans and Puerto Rican motherfuckers is the goddamn same. The only thing that separates motherfuckers is the goddamn language. Because there's a motherfucker dark as me. Before he open his mouth, he gonna think you gonna be talking a whole bunch of broken down English, right? But soon when this dark dude open up his mouth, you gonna be like, oh, whoa, he speaks Spanish. You know what I mean? So really, that's another thing I might get into sometime. You know, what really makes a person who they really are. You know what I'm saying? Because see, once you speak multiple language, you can say you anybody. I mean, you can say that now. I mean, people lying about who they really are because they don't really know who they are. You know what I'm saying? So language can confuse you. So when you speak multiple language, no matter how you look, you could be anybody, especially when you speak them shits fluent. My brother used to kill people like that, like literally. So when he opened his mouth, they gonna be like, what the fuck? Cause he ain't gonna, and he used to do shit on purpose. Know what I mean? But then that's where he'll lose me because I don't speak all those damn languages like that. I understand all languages, but I can't speak. Listen, now when I say he's the same as us, opulent, I don't know about no damn African blood because there's no African blood in me, bro. No African blood in me. You know, there's no such thing as a African American. You can't be from 2 different continents, but people still going around saying they're African American. How can you be from 2 different continents? Then I got to keep on reminding people African American didn't become a part of the census until 1988, people. I graduated out of high school a year before that. Huh? We just got a gumbo going on this morning. I love it. You know what I mean? I don't know about African blood, but I know I got my family blood. I don't know about no African blood because I don't have any Africans in my family. I don't have no Ghanaians, you know, Guyanese, Nigerians, Ethiopians. I don't have none of those people in my family at all. Yeah, and they don't even say European American. But see, now dig this, right? Now people talking all this African stuff, right? AB, the professor, what's going on? Now, where is Africa located? Where is Africa located, my smart people? C-Rock, what's going on, bro? TWT in the building. We got the professor. We got C-Rock. Once again, where is the continent of Africa located? Y'all taking too long. I know, C-Rock, I know what you are, bro, and I know what you represent, and nobody can tell you who the hell you are, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can tell you who you are, bro. You say you're an Israelite, you're an Israelite, and I respect that. I'm just not an Israelite, but I'm not going to tell you you ain't no damn Israelite. East what? Is in East what? Is in it Eastern Europe? Right, yeah. I got you, Opulent. Yeah. I got you, man. We talking this, we talking it. Hey, but Opulent, AB and C Rock. I know y'all seen the thumbnail title, right? And I had ran across something about they trying to make some changes to the judging system, and something that right, East Continent, exactly, bro. So they talking about making some changes to the way they judge and score these fights, and mainly what's really making them do it, right? Really making them do it is because the backlash that they received from the Josh Teller and Jack Catterall situation. I left that part out earlier. So this is the reason why that they trying to come out. Exactly, bro. And hold that. I'm gonna get back. Hold on. I'm gonna remind myself of that. Hold on. Stay right there, cause I'm gonna come back to something on that. I'm gonna keep that up there. I'm gonna come back to something on that, bro. And I know you're gonna be always with it, right? So now they come in with they trying to add two more judges on to scoring these fights. So they thinking that having five judges is pretty cool. Now when I was breaking it down, I'm like, all that is cool, but it's really not going to do much unless you bring in judges who are outside contractors. Y'all know what I mean? Because all the judges are what? They're hired and they're affiliated with the sanctioning bodies, such as the referees. So even if they bring on two more judges, is it still going to make things any better? Yeah, this is what they was talking about. You know, this is just an idea that they was throwing out to add two more judges. So you know how you got the three judges. Now, two out of the three, that's really not effective enough. And that's why you get some of this bullshit. So instead of having two out of the three, you know, and yeah, they call it the Middle East on purpose. That shit ain't the Middle East. Yeah, we'll talk about that one day too. It's just East and West. There ain't no far East, no far West, the Midwest, the Mid East. Get the hell on out of here with that bullshit. But anyway, they talking about, even if they do that, what they need to do, and what was my ideal for better justice for scoring these fights and not fucking these fighters over, is that they have to bring in judges that are not affiliated by these sanctioning bodies. Point blank, period. Now I mean, they can't be working. I mean, because they be working. When you go look up all these motherfucking judges, exactly, OTB. So now if you pull five, right? Now you got three out of the five. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the other two is better than, you know, 2 out of 3 looks corny, and then everybody, all the judges are not paying attention to the fight. For 2 reasons, OTB, you are great to break this down. Because all 3 judges do not be paying attention to the fight all the way through. I know they don't. It's just my feeling. I seen it on television, and I peeped it when I used to go to little fights and stuff. A lot of them don't be paying attention. And most of them don't have to pay attention because their mind is already made up. Because if it's a Canelo fight, we already know. He was already up 4 rounds before the ink got on the damn paper. There we go. Olympic style judging would do it. Damn, C-Rock. And I was saying a few things about it, but I didn't come with that. And most likely that's what I probably meant. Because we need something that's clean now with the Olympic style judging. Don't you bring those Olympic judges in there? Not them adapting Olympic style judging, but have the Olympic judges fucking goddamn do this shit. So now, you know what I'm saying? Then we can get some justice going on. You understand what I'm saying? Because they gotta deal away with that. You know, because we don't need no more Michael Fox's situations and you know this Josh telling Carol shit. You know, now all of a sudden they really think about doing something about this scoring system because of Catterall and Josh Teller. They didn't mention no other fights. They didn't mention no other controversial fights in the conversation that I looked on it. But that's they need to bring some Olympic style ruling into the sport of boxing, period. And see, opulent, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Cause I asked Cree earlier, but you know, Cree said she never even paid attention to it when she had to fight. They don't be paying attention, bro. They even already got their mind made up. They know what to do. They know when to give the fighter a 10, when to give him a 9, when to give him the 8, and all that other shit. That's great, right? They don't be paying attention, bro. They do not be paying attention. And then some of them, if they are paying attention, they too goddamn old. This is no disrespect. They too old. They in their 90s and this, that, and other. They can't follow live action like that anymore. They want compromised judges and whatnot. Yeah, judges from Australia, England, Zimbabwe, Romania, those type of places. But like you said, and that's what they need to do, because I don't care if they add 10 goddamn judges. I don't care if it's 8 judges on each corner of that goddamn shit. If they not right, it ain't gonna never be right. And we need to stop seeing these terrible things happen to some of these fighters, because some of these losses, some of these wins that got taken from them messes with their mental, especially when they had to go through what they went through. Do all that and you know you won. Now you had to put in the work. You had to put in the work to get that work out there that you wanted to do. They go through all that and then turn around. Somebody scored this fight total opposite, man. It's boxing. These people in the sport of boxing are blessed that none of these people didn't go postal like the mailman. Remember the mailman guy? He went postal, wanted to blow up and turn into a serial killer. Just got upset. Just got upset and just want to cause harm to the public. I mean, they same situation. You say they can't? Yeah. Of course they won't. But it'll be some justice for these fighters, yo. You know, because we've seen a lot of these guys, you know, just totally get cheated out of a victory real bad. What's going on, bro? Good morning to you, man. How you feeling?
Morning, how you doing?
I can't complain. Let's talk some boxing, man, and you know, great, go home, and that's it. You know, around 6 o'clock, I start talking my boxing. It takes me all the way until it's time to go.
Beautiful thing.
Yes, sir, man.
You
have a good
night,
one,
all
bro.
right?
Yeah, people. So, Yeah, so we need to do something about that. You know, but going back to Tank, you know, my man Popular stopped through, he said Tank can't stay out of trouble. Yeah, he can. Yeah, yeah, see, Robert, I like that. That they need to bring that in there, but we know they won't. You know what I mean? But just imagine we had some Olympic type of ruling in professional boxing. It would cut down. It definitely would slice the ball crap in half, yo. It sliced the ball crap in half. Now, I wanted to go back to talk about debut motherfucking goddamn albums, right? Now, by y'all opinion, listen to this question. This is a music question. I'm talking debut albums. Debut albums, the very first album. I'm not talking about anything else. I'm gonna give y'all a list. I'm gonna give y'all five and y'all pick the one. Who had the bangingest, most impressive debut album out of this list of five? Boogie Down Productions, Eric B. and Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, uh, Public Enemy, Run DMC. Which out of those top five, dead or alive, had the best debut, the bangingest debut album? Do I need to run that by y'all again? Run DMC, Boogie Down Productions. Damn it. I didn't say, man, I'm not on OTB, nephew. I know you in your smooth mood. I didn't say baby. I'm not talking about R&B. I said hip hop. But OTB, that's still a good answer. Your answer is going to that first question when we was on the R&B shit. So I'm gonna take your baby face response for the very first question. But right now, who had the best debut album out of these five hip hop groups or artists? Eric B. and Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Public Enemy, Run DMC, Tribe Called Quest. No, I'm gonna take the Quest out. EPMD. Who? Now I'm gonna run that again. EPMD, Run DMC, Public Enemy, Big Daddy Kane, and Boogie Down Productions. I knew. Woo! Criminal Minded. We got it going on, baby. Hold up, OTB. Hold up. We gonna put these shits up here. OTB said Eric B and Rakim and Run DMC. Bam. MP, what the fuck, said Criminal Minded. See, I knew what he was gonna come with. He said public, public enemy, public enemy. DS, look, since you too young, DS, as you see these names come up in the chat, go punch it up and check out the music. Tay Tay, wow, Tay Tay hit me with the banger. Tay Tay, you know what? I besides us being Leos, this is just so much about you that I admire, Tay Tay. You know, I'm just not one of them freaky ass goddamn fanboys. You know what I mean? Yo, Tay, I'm asking for your permission right now, Tay, because I ain't gonna put you on the spot right now. But Tay, can we, Tay, everybody, y'all listening right now, Tay, can we get you in a co-host shit on hip hop and music? Can we get you in that? Can I get you to you know, when we ain't talking about boxing and MMA and we love music? Can I get like a collab with the Tay Tay Brown? Because I'm saying, Tay, listen, this shit'd be like motherfucking Ashley and Ford, Peaches and goddamn Herb. I mean, you got two of the best motherfucking cities talking about this damn music. That's New York and Philly. Oh, damn. Oh, did I say too much? I mean, I'm trying to get TWT awards out this motherfucker, man. Tay, can we get that? Can we get that one day, Tay? Tay, don't rush. I know you got a lot going on. Think about it. Cause I've been wanting to do some sort of collab. So Tay, that's the one I got for you. You ain't gotta do it with me. But I just like that. I think Tay, think about it. Me and you up on the panel and we talking this goddamn music shit. And New York, Philly, New York. We got a lot of history together. Yeah. So Opulent said Rakim. OTB, yes. Listen, OTB, what I'm going to do, what I'm trying to do, but what I'm going to do, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to be, besides my solo segment, I want to do some team up shit too. So at least I can, stay busy doing something else. So besides my coffee and donuts, I want to do a collab with anybody in the fucking family. That's what I'm talking about. Nah, I mean, you saw you got Ash and Queen, then they got their collab. I'm trying to do a collab with somebody in the family. Yeah, D-Man, what's happening? Oh, man, we just talking a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We talking about, the judging system, in boxing. They trying to add on 2 more judges. Tay said, Fat Boys, Run DMC, Crush Groove, Beat Street. God damn. And then Fat Boy's debut album was banging too. Let's not get that twisted. But Criminal Minded, listen. Hey, Tay, I don't know if you know, but Kenny Parker, Chris' brother, he has a channel on here. And to be honest with you, I'm not gonna act like I've been hip to it. I just ran into it recently, Tay, and I was like a kid on Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Because with IOTB, I'm gonna keep you informed. We in it, bro. We in it. We TWT, we fucking shit up. We come with all type of shit. Yeah, we was man, listen. I'm a big Boogie Down Productions fan. I'm a BDP fan here now. Tay, I can tell you that when Boogie Down Productions, BDP, that's what we call. We ain't call them Boogie Down. We call them BDP. When BDP first dropped. Now, like I said before, we would get this shit after New York. All the New York shit, Philly would get it first. Not nowadays, but back then. Now, I mean, after the whole tri-state of New York get it, Philly got it before anybody else did. They got it before Jersey, and that's facts. Anybody want to talk about that, we can talk about it. Because when this shit first started, it was just Philly and fucking New York. Philly and New York. Philly and New York. And then it became a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But it was always Philly and New York. That's why you always get the best hip-hop conversation from a New Yorker and a Philadelphia when it comes to talking that shit. When you talking it and you're not being biased about it. I'm Bad wasn't his debut album. See, his debut album was I Can't Live Without My Radio, which was the shit. But I'm gonna tell you, when Criminal Minded, let me finish. When Criminal Minded first dropped, bro, Tay, if you would have came to Philly when they first dropped, you would have thought you was back in fucking New York. Cause everywhere in the neighborhood, we had the cassette tape. We talking about before CDs, motherfuckers. You young whippersnappers, y'all know nothing about the grind. They don't know nothing about the grind and the hard work. Huh? Listen, when they dropped, everybody who had a system, everybody that had a big radio, everybody's walking around looking like Radio Raheem. You always heard BDP, and you heard that goddamn Eric B. and Rakim first album. Paid in full. Eric B. for president. This shit was getting rotation. And if you was from New York, you lived in Philly, you would have felt at home because that's all you heard. We got to talk about that. See, because they don't know about the Adidas when Adidas wasn't being overpriced, when shell tops only cost $60. That was the highest price. Top 10s and shells was the highest price selling Adidas at the time. You know what I'm saying? Then you had your boom box. Listen, if you was a female with a boom box, I would talk to you. I ain't even care about your looks at the time. You just had a boombox. I just know I'm a B-boy, you're a B-girl. I like that. The Kangos used to have plenty of them. I had the burgundy joint, you know what I mean? The bucket, you know what I mean? Kango. You know what I mean? I had the burgundy joint, the blue joint. We was walking around looking like Run DMC. Everybody was walking around looking like Run DMC because you went and got your Adidas sweatsuits, you got your Kango, and you got your goddamn Adidas skis. My Adidas, what? Oh man, when that joint popped, you know what I'm saying? Running them had everybody wearing sweatsuits. They are the sweatsuit kings. They are the sweatsuit starters. Now you got the starters hat. Run DMC's the sweatsuit starters, goddamn. Paid in full was this shit, bro. Yo, when Eric B for president first came out, bro, we was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? And you know, by me, you know, being a b-boy, you know, I was in all elements of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't do the graffiti like that. But man, Salt and Pepper, hey, can I tell y'all something? Now, damn, y'all, do I got enough time? Ooh, all right, y'all. Y'all gonna have to tune in. I'm not shutting down just yet, but y'all gonna have to tune in, man. I'm gonna ask y'all, and I want y'all honest answer, right? Because if I feel as though your answer is not true, then listen. Would you guys like to hear my whole experience as a professional hip hop dancer? Would y'all like to hear my experience? Some of the things that I seen, some of the things that I learned about the business. If y'all would like to, I'll hook y'all up with it. And I'm gonna give y'all a whole rundown. That's if y'all like to hear it. If y'all don't want to be bothered with it, then I ain't gonna tell y'all. You know, I might tell you on the slide. You might want to hear about it that way. But I got some hip hop stories, you know, because I used to be a hip hop dancer, you know what I mean? So I got a lot of stories. Salt and pepper them hairstyles, yeah, Tay. And you couldn't tell no girl that she wasn't an ish if she did if she had the salt and pepper hairstyle. And I tried to get that salt fine ass too. At that time she was fine. Yeah, I tried to get at her. No, I did not get her. You know, my smooth chocolate ass didn't work for her like that. But she gave me a compliment. You know, she said you are handsome, but I know she was on some other time with some other niggas. So I couldn't get salt. But what I did, I destroyed her dancers. Yeah, I did. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. And I'm dead serious. I'm gonna give y'all that, man. I got some joints to tell y'all, man. You know, I'm gonna call it the TWT files, and what that's gonna be the file on the crutch, you know. And give y'all a rundown, man. Y'all gonna be tripping, man. I seen a lot of stuff perform with a lot of cats. Like going back to BDP. And listen, if y'all want to stay up on some hip hop, check out Current One's brother's YouTube channel, Kenny Parker, man. Go check him out. He dropped a lot of gems on that joint. I was just looking at one of his playbacks, and he was talking about the friendship, Tay. You might be aware of it. You're a New Yorker. And he was talking about how tight you know, Karis One and Biz Markie were. They was very tight homies, and he was talking about some of the events that happened with that, and he even talked about some events when he got to hang out with Biz Markie and things that happened. So yeah, I knew they knew each other. I knew they was friends, but I didn't know it was that tight knit to actually watch Kenny Parker's video. But yeah, it's definitely a good channel. So anything on BDP or you on hip hop and it's coming from a person who actually lived it, Kenny Parker, who is the brother of Karis One, thorough dude. I met Kenny twice in my life. Thorough dude. Until he went crazy. You said Karis One went crazy, bro? He said Karis One was my guy too. That cat was crazy. Oh yeah. Karis One cool guy too. Thorough, man. Hey. No, I'm gonna save it. No, I'm gonna tell y'all. Guess what, man? And then when I do my joint, then I'll tell y'all exactly what happened. But listen, one of my biggest moments when I was doing all that stuff is when I freestyle with KRS-One. I ain't gonna tell y'all nothing else about it until I actually do a full live on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I actually freestyled on stage with the teacher. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know about that later. And after um this was years after when I stopped professionally dancing. So when I was freestyling with him, when I freestyled on stage with KRS-One, I was no longer a professional hip hop dancer. I was teaching at the time. I did a little choreographing. Now I'm gonna give y'all motherfuckers a whole rundown. Cause actually my name, Crush the Legend, is not a YouTube name. That is actually my fucking name. It is. I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna run it all the way down. You know, it's actually okay. Y'all wanna know my first name? It's Carlie. Go ahead and laugh at my goddamn name. My name is Carly. All right, that's my name, motherfuckers. Go ahead, say it. Carly, this, that, and other. Carly Simon, this, that, and other. Yes, my name is fucking Carly. Carlie. You know what I'm saying? So my very first, yeah, oh OTB, I can't. Matter of fact, man, I might drop this shit when I get off, man. I might drop this shit this morning, man. Y'all gonna tune in. I've been wanting to give everybody that because I want people to know, you know, TWT, where we come from, our backgrounds, like what got us to this point, what you was doing before you got to this point. And since we all have a history and stuff like that, I'm not gonna hold that back from y'all, man. Yeah, so yeah, and dog, I was kind of nervous because this KRS-One. I mean, but yeah, but I spell it IE, bro. Yeah, I don't spell it that way. I spell it Carlie. See, that way is the female way. Carlie is the way that the male spell it. Yeah. Yeah, man. People used to, you know, when I used to tell people that, they be like, that's a girl name. You know, girls like, that's a girl name. The next thing you know, she's like, Carly ain't too much of a girl name now, is it, baby? That's a girl name. I don't want to call you that. Next thing you know, she in falsetto. Yeah, but the name Crush always been my name. Always since the 80s. Yeah, so you know my little names, Crush the Legend, Crush, and all that always been my name. This is yeah, so it's not a YouTube name. The only YouTube name I got is Yoda and Mr. PSA. I am Mr. PSA of boxing, and that wasn't a name I picked for myself. That name was given to me. Matter of fact, my name was given to me. I didn't pick out my name. You know, I used to listen, y'all. I used to, you know, when hip hop first started out and stuff like that, you had, you know, the rappers, you know, the names wasn't as long as they were. So back then, you know, you know, whatever your name was, you just had an initial your name behind it. You understand? You know, like Grand Wizard D. Grand Wizard D's example, but he was Houdini's DJ. But whatever was your name, you know what I'm saying? You had your initial, you know, as your rap name. So you know, I was Carly C. Yeah, Carly C. Not the letter C. It was CEE. Y'all know how it went. You know what I mean? So I was Carly C. You know what I mean? Never had a breakdance name. None of that shit. It was always Carly C. Then, you know, somebody said, yo, man, fuck that C shit, man. Your name is Crush. And I was like, Crush, that do sound decent. I always liked the name for some damn reason. The word. I always liked the word Crush. You know what I mean? So when the name was given to me, You know, when they named me Crush back in 85, 86 is when the name Crush came about. So I was Crushed since 1986. Because before 86, if you ask anybody know me, I was just simply Carly C. But 86 going into 87, that's when I got the name Crush from some hip hoppers, rappers, and stuff in the neighborhood, right? And soon my dancing career started. Shit, I was named. They start calling me Crush the Legend before my professional dancing experience ended. I mean, so yeah, it's so much behind it. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, so that name comes from me. My name comes from me earning it, man. And you know, I didn't call myself nothing. But once I realized that's what everybody was calling me, I agreed with it, I started rocking with it. Know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell y'all something. We talk about goddamn albums. Listen, how y'all gonna sit here, right? And we talked about debut albums back then. And I only seen one person, two people say Public Enemy. Come on now. Public Enemy debut album. Yeah, exactly. Yup. Exactly. Yup. My name is not a YouTube name. You know what I mean? So my name actually carried on to YouTube, yo. Um Public Enemy. Bum Rush the Show. The day that album. First of all, we was not expecting a Public Enemy. We was not expecting the Public Enemy. Let's think about it for a second. When the groups was coming out and when Public Enemy hitting what 80, late 86, early 87, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, whoa, who is these? Yo, and they was like one of the most original acts I haven't seen in hip hop. We didn't expect nobody to be coming out and sounding like the Malcolm X slash Martin slash Huey Newton slash what's my man name from the last Poets? Chuck D had a whole look. Listen, let's keep it real. Now we know the forefathers, you know, like the ones we soon when we see them or hear them, we looked at them as an elder as far as hip hop. You know, of course you had Curtis Blow and those type of guys because they were like the senior citizens, respectfully, you know, Curtis Blow, you know, those type of guys, the Furious MCs, you know, Treacherous 3, the Awesome 2, Funky 4 plus 1. You know, they was like, you know, so when hip hop first came out, it was so, it was very mature when it first came out. I You look at the people when hip hop first came out, the very first artist was, they wasn't kids, they wasn't young teenagers, they were grown ass men. So when you look at the approach, so when hip hop first started, Condos, Saludos, my bro. So when hip hop first came out, you gotta look at the people who was representing it. Look at the way that they dressed. Run DMC was the ones responsible for changing this shit up and you know, sort of call it down dressing. They brought the down dressing to the hip hop wardrobe because everybody else, you know, before then they was dressing like R&B. Man, listen, the early goddamn forefathers of hip hop and rappers, they was dressing like R&B artists. Yo, Chuck D, what? Chuck? And then the crazy part, man, Chuck D is my guy, man. Met the man, toured with them. So we actually, the group that I was dancing for, we actually did shows with Public Enemy. That's why I gotta give y'all a rundown, man. I gotta give it to y'all. This is gonna be this is how my last show it's gonna be that. I'm going, even if I do it before New Year's, it's gonna be the last thing that I drop. I mean, yeah, Chuck D was vicious. Hey, Kano, so we talk about everything right now. We talk about best debut albums from R&B to hip hop, but the topic of discussion was the scoring system and the judging system. They think about making some changes. They think about adding on two more judges to it. I talked about that earlier. Even if they do that, um, I think what they need to do is bring a whole different system in there. And we all agree that what boxing need to do so we can no longer run into these controversy ass losses and things like that is that they bring in the Olympic ruling as far as the judging and the scoring. You see what I'm saying? I think that'll work. I I think that works. So we was talking about that, then we got into some other stuff. So that topic is still a live subject. I can revisit or somebody else can pick up on it. I had ran across an article on it, Kano, and I was like, all right, because they actually brought this up talking about leading to the rematch for Catterall and Josh Teller. And that's when I seen that they was talking about it. I'm like, well, I always been, an advocate for it. They need to do something about it. So I went to look at to see what they was talking about. But yeah, I think they just need to bring in the whole Olympic style of judging and everything in that. So we started talking about music, best debut albums of hip hop and R&B of the '90s. So we closing out on this hip hop topic. And we just talking, man. Said Flavor Flav was underrated, even though it was a little weird. Okay, D-Man said Flavor Flav was underrated. I don't know where Flavor Flav is underrated at. Cause he's definitely probably the most iconic sidekick hype man of all time. You would never get another sidekick hype man at the capacity of Flavor Flav. And this is not, you know, throwing any shade to any other hype man. Because the only other hype man that comes to mind to me when we talk about hip hop and giving that hype man their hip hop flowers is Spliff Star. That's the only other person that held it down, like Flav did. Is Spliff Star with Flip Mode and Buster Bus. But yeah, underrated far as what? Now, Flav had his own style, right? But don't get it twisted. Flav can spit. Flav can spit. But they came with something different and it took the world by storm. You know what I mean? So Flav he was like he brought humor to it, but he's also a very knowledgeable person. Why would you have a guy like that to act like that with a group like that? That means that this guy it must be something about him. He just don't bring laughter, to the seriousness of the group. That means he has to be on the same mindset and has that same type of respect. Exact OTB. Listen, oh man, I got 8 more minutes. Listen, y'all, listen. We gonna do this again today. Just be by your phones and stuff. I'm gonna make sure it's not running in between the times with somebody going on. Cause this is something that we can all talk about, and it needs a whole platform. Cause we just really started talking about this with what the last half an hour of this hour and 34. Man, TWT, we gonna do this today. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna see where everybody at around noon. If there's nobody cooking between noon and 1, noon and 2, then we'll do it. And y'all gonna know exactly what it is. Roosevelt, New York, finest Flavor Flav, and very intelligent man. Flav was very intelligent, very talented dude. You know what I mean? What? Yeah, Kano. What? Play this only at night? Oh, we gonna have this discussion. I'm looking for around noon, between noon and 1. Say no ODB without Flav, no Biz, no Bushwick Bill. Um Now Biz, see now actually Biz was around before Flavor Flav. OTB's around a little before Flavor Flav. You gotta remember, Biz Markie was always around. Biz Markie was one of the original members of the Juice Crew before Kane and Coogee Rap and them came along. Because the Juice Crew was just really Biz Markie, Roxanne Shante, and MC Shannon, and Molly, who was the producer. That was it. Good morning, how you doing, man? Good, good. So that was it. So those other guys, they came on later. Like Biz been around for a minute. Just like I said, make sure y'all go check out Carol's One's brother Kenny Parker. He has a channel here. Go check it out, yo. Go check it out. Bruiser real high, yeah. Oh wow, that's crazy. But yeah, Flav was the man. Nobody did it better than Flav. Nobody did it better than Flav. And like he said, Flav is known to be the first sidekick hype man on a recorded on recordings. So he is right, because before then, who was hype man? It was the DJ. Matter of fact, the DJ was the hype man. He was his own MC, and he was the DJ. You understand what I'm saying? The DJing is like being a musician. People don't see that. Yeah, Biz was Juice Crew, but he's original. I'm gonna run all that shit down. I'm gonna run all that shit down, bro. I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna tell y'all some things that I seen as a professional dancer, some of my experiences. I went out there trying to, well, I tried to clap some cheeks, not far as fans. That wasn't enough, but I tried to, clap some hip hop cheeks. I will give y'all all that, man. I'm gonna give y'all all that. Yeah. But man, so much to talk about it. So I am about to. We've been here 138. Matter of fact, I will be back, and I'm coming back early, y'all. I'm actually we gonna continue this shit at 9:30 a.m. If the jet ain't on just yet, I'm coming in. You know what I mean? So soon I get home, I'm gonna grab my coffee, and then I'm gonna have my like my audio podcast. I have an audio podcast out. You can find on Spotify. I still got to put some more stuff up on it. But I'm going to go home, eat the coffee and blunts, and we gonna continue this lovely, lovely conversation. I want all of y'all to come back and y'all can be there. Tay, you gotta be there. New York and Philly, OTB, be there. Kano, if you still around, bro, because I know you fuck with the music. That's why I'm gonna come back soon. I get home. And we gonna do this thing, man. We gonna do it. But yeah, I got some shit to tell y'all. Alright? Now some stuff y'all gonna have to be kind of on your feet with it, because for some people I can't say their names, but you would get hints. You'll definitely know who I'm talking about. But I done seen some stuff, man. Some things that if y'all used to watch the Unsung. All right, cool, Kano. It's gonna be dope, bro. I love this type of talk. I seen some shit. I seen some cats that I never even looked in the lights of, can throw their hands and stuff like that. Never thought of them as being a coward. What's up, Jay Good, Jay Gibson? But I seen some of them dudes actually turn up. And I seen some of them dudes actually turn around and run. I even checked a couple temperatures. Not necessarily had to put my foot on anybody, but I checked a couple temperatures before. So yeah, it's gonna be dope, man. But listen, it's about time for me to Get down. Get down. You know what I'm saying? It's about time for me to get down on it, like Cool in the Gang, and it's time for me to get up on out of here. So with that being said, listen, it's your man. It's YouTube's favorite guy, not to like, but at the same time, favorite guy to love to respect. It's your boy, Crush the motherfucking legend, aka Mr. PSA of boxing. Yo, the wise Crush. This coffee and donut segment is sponsored and brought to you by TWT, T-W-T.com. Shout out to the winning team. Shout out to the LDC. And I'll be seeing y'all in about no more than 45 minutes flat. Peace out, y'all. Man, I love when y'all come through. We gonna build, we gonna pick this thing right back up, baby. Yeah, y'all see y'all in a few. I'm right back at it. Oh man, I love this shit, man.